Hello and welcome everyone again into another video. Today's video we will talk about the Love Cup. The Love Cup is the next team cup that we will have beside Open Ultra League. So this video is supposed to go live on Monday, and the top teams in the Ultra League will go back on Tuesday. So the day of the cup, when the cup's live, we'll have a YouTube video for the Ultra League team. So if you need like a team for the Ultra League videos, so make sure you check the channel on Tuesday, Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday at 9 p.m. Central Time. So today's video, we're going to talk about the Love Cup, and we will talk about all the good Pokemon. Some of these Pokemon will actually surprise you because those Pokemon are fun to use. Not just like those are eligible, no, they are fun to use, and they are also meta, because that's everything about Love Cup. So what is Love Cup? Basically, Pokemon must be below 1500. It's a Great League format. Pokemon must be red or pink. Someone said, I remember a weep in my chat once said, Love Cup is every Pokemon that looks like you could fall in love with. So what does that mean? I have no idea. I'm not a weep. I try to not give the weeps a safe space in my stream. I always try to ban them. But I think they had a point where like look, number one Pokemon in the Love Cup is Licky, a thick Pokemon that you could fall in love with. This is a family-friendly channel, so I'm not going to go with the joke. So let's stop it here. So, the Love Cup is dominated by normal-type Pokemons, and Talonflame in the past, and Alola. Those are three Pokemons were like everywhere. Normal-type Pokemons, Talonflame, and Alola, and Medi. But Medi is nerfed, but now you can just run Psycho Cut. But there was a code breaker to this team, to these Pokemons, which is Galarian Slowbro. That's before Galarian Slowbro has Brutal Swing or even Surf. We literally used to run Slowbro with a Sludge and Psychic, I think, something like that. But now, Galarian Slowbro is going to be so sick of a Pokemon. So if we take a look at PvP, we have Licky and Miltank as the number 1 and number 2, followed by Galarian Slowbro, which is actually the best Pokemon, like the real best Pokemon. Like those two are just safe and nasty and bulky. But like Slowbro is a Pokemon that has an extremely good fast move pressure and charge move pressure. We have Hisui Electrode. What does Electrode do? It's a grass Pokemon, and this cup is dominated by water-type Pokemons like Alola, Slowbro, Slowpoke. By the way, if you have a Slowpoke that's a Hundo maxed out, you can use it in this cup. We have Seeking. I mean, technically Seeking runs Poison Jab, which is super effective on the Electrode. But technically, Electrode is one of the hardest hitting move Pokemons because you have Energy Ball, Wild Charge, and Thunder. And it also, so it's Sun Thunder Shock, and it has a Swift. Back in the days, I think this cup last time was live is like 2013. Basically season 13, sorry. So it's been a long time since last time we had Love Cup, probably 3 years ago. And that was, last time we had Love Cup, that was the day of releasing Hisuian, the last day of Love Cup was the day of releasing Hisuian Electrode. And when that Pokemon came out, it destroyed the meta because everyone was running Talonflame Double Water, or like ABA Water. So you just lead Hisui Electrode, Wild Charge everything, and then you win the game. But now it also has a Swift. And we have another Pokemon called Dradigen. So what does Dradigen do better than everything else? It's a dragon, which means you resist all the electric damage, you resist the Talonflames, you resist the rollout. No, you don't actually, but you can get a Night Slash boost, which will help you out in this game. I get a traded IV Drud, and then the problem with that is that everyone was running Raid IV, and I was losing every time I used this Pokemon because I was the only one with a low IV that I kept losing CMP. And then it ended up being a horrible idea. But I think now people have traded IVs at Dradigen, and it's such a good core breaker. Yes, it's so squishy, but it's a Pokemon that hits hard and can be a good swap. The problem with Drud last time that we had Medi, Licky, and both destroys it, and now Medi is bad and Licky is so bad. So now you have to run against Licky, and it's not as bulky. But the thing about Licky, I hate to run Licky because of one reason is that if I have Shadow Ball, I would need EQ. If I have EQ, I would need Shadow Ball. But with the cow, you just run Thunderbolt because there is so many waters in this meta. So as you can see, I've divided them into 3 different categories. Normal, so these are the good normal types. Don't sleep on Wiggles. Wiggles is so good. Fire, Skeletor is good. Talon is good. Charizard is good. Poison. The Scorpion is not as Scorpidi, or whatever this Pokemon name is. The problem with it is that Talonflame exists and it's kind of everywhere, so it's tough to use it. So if you want to use a Pokemon, poison, you have the Galarian Slowbro, which is a good safe swap, a good lead. Slowpoke, the Galarian one, it's a Hex Shadow Ball Pokemon. So it's so good against everything. The problem with it is that it sucks in the 2 shield. So you kind of want to have it, to give it a shield advantage. Like, assume that this is, play it like the way you would play Feraligatr. You would like either get a shield lead, you would have upper shield or energy lead. Alola Mola was the best water. I think now it's just, you could say Seaking is good. This one has confusion. Dragon Tail Melodic is usable, but now there is a Pokemon that got a buff this season, which is Solork, because Solork has Psywave, Rock Slide, and what's the third move? Solar Beam. I mean, Solar Beam is not the greatest, to be honest. Magmar Shadow is going to be my surprise pick. I will use that Pokemon because I kind of love this Pokemon. I remember Natic once used a team with Magmar Shadow Magmortar, and you do need the Thunderbolt if you're on Magmortar. If you don't have Magmortar with Shadow, you can just run Magmar with a Scorching Sand, because there are like some poisonous in this cup. It has Karate Chop, which is a buffed fast move, and it's Fire Punch, which shows also a buffed move. Another fun Pokemon that's anti-meta I used last time, and it was so fun, is Octopus. The Octopus has Lock On, Octazooka, and Gunk Shot. Spam Octazooka until you get the debuff. Ariados is so insane. In this meta, you run Nightshade on Ariados. You run the Ghost move, whichever Ghost move. I don't remember it, because if you run the Ghost move, you can actually beat Talonflame in the 1. If you run the Ghost move, by the way. Aromatisse is a good Charmer, but remember, if you want to use a Fairy, you can just use Clefable with Fairy Wind. The Crustle had a good usage, because Talonflame was everywhere, and you have X-Scissor for the Psychic Pokemons, but now it's just bad because of the nerf. This Pokemon, I think this Pokemon was the only usable electric until we get Hisui Electrode. Corsola, I don't know whether the Galarian Corsola would be usable, or like, can we use Corsola in this cup? Let me check for PB Poke. Yes, we can. Oh, it's not the Hisuian Corsola. Right, this is the water one. This is the pink one. So the pink one is usable. I don't have one. I think Home Slice Henry has one. So we're gonna see Home Slice Henry using this Pokemon. Anything here that's worth mentioning? I think that's pretty much it. Like all of these Pokemon. So some spicy picks. Braviary. Caesar isn't bad. Magmortar, as I said, is actually usable. This guy is usable. This guy is fun to use. Smochmach, or whatever this thing name is. It has a play. Now we talked about the Pokemons. Let's just talk about the top teams, because you guys are here to hear about me, to hear me yapping about what's good. Now let's move to the business, which is what is a good team in this cup. Okay. Number 1, my recommendation: Galarian Slowbro, Miltank, and Medicham. With Medi, you run Psycho Cut, Dynamic Punch, and Psychic. So the good thing about this moveset is that you are neutral to Slowbro. Because if you're on counter, it's resisted by Slowbro, then you get destroyed. But you have Psycho Cut, you have a chance. But why am I running Medi? I'm running Medi because Dynamic Punch destroys the normal type. So if you think that people are running so many normal type, you can do it. You can run Psycho Cut, Dynamic Punch, and Ice Punch, and then you would have a neutral move to hit the bros with. Because the bros are like Psychic Poison, I think. And Poison Ghost or something. So if you need a neutral move, you can just run Ice Punch. But the team that was very dominant last time, it was literally Talonflame, Lickitung, and Clefable. But now Lickitung is bad, so you just replace it with Licky. Moveset wise, you just run Double Fly on Talonflame. You don't need a Flame Charge technically, because there are some water type Pokemons, and you would appreciate to have a Fly. And a Brave Bird for the nuke. Something to mention here, that Slugma, Macargo Pokemon exist in this cup, so be aware of not running this, or you could run this and surprise your opponents with it. But Yasser, what would you be running? I am gonna spice it up with some Magmar Gaming, Shadow Magmar, and Lickitung, and Seeking. Those three. This is meta, this is spicy, this is anti-meta. This, you could say, Seeking is a core breaker, like whatever core they have, you can just shield and then use it. But to be honest, this thing requires shield, so I would rather just shield this and have 2 tanks in the back. So the third could be changeable here. And that is what's the idea of the next game. I mean, the next team is literally the same, but with some tweak. Now here we have Shadow Magmortar, because now we have the coverage of Thunderbolt. Now, what does Thunderbolt do? It almost one-shot Alola. Thunderbolt from Shadow Magmortar pretty much one-hit KO all the water Pokemons, except Alola because it's just so tanky. Slowbro is a good Pokemon. Hey, it's a good safe swap. I think it's the best safe swap, because is there anything that resists poison in this cup? There is no ground Pokemons as far as I'm aware. Let me see. Is there any ground Pokemon here? Oh, there's Crocodile, Camerupt, and... Wait, Camerupt? Oh no. So it's just Crocodile, and Crocodile is so frail of a Pokemon. So yes, that's why Slowbro is actually the best Pokemon, the safest Pokemon. Another solid team. I think I used to run this team back in the days. This was my team, Slowbro with Lickitung and Alola. But now you just run Licky because Lickitung is bad. For Alola, you can run it with Seekong actually. If you are a Druddigen fan, I would still run Drud with a Talonflame and a Poison, because I want to have a good coverage into the dragons. And yes, this team is kind of weak to this, because here we resist Poison. But the thing is, it's so fail that like one Surf will one-shot the Magcargo, because it's just take 4 times super effective technically. It's double weak into the Surf. Next team. I was trying to cook something up with Hisui Electrode. The problem is that you're always weak to Talonflame. So if you leave this Pokemon into Talonflame, you have to stay in, because you can't swap out, or you can just do this. But to be honest, if you play it this way, you have to stay in and sack your lead always, and then rely on getting a shield advantage so your Hisui Electrode can sweep. Licky here, by the way, run EQ. Why EQ? I think because there is poison in this cup. There is like the bros. I mean, you could still Shadow Ball them, right? I don't know. Ariados is a bit annoying for this team. It's so annoying, in fact. Next team. If you have a Solid Q you want to use, I think it makes such a great core with Ariados. The third could be Alola or Medicham. And this is such an ABB team. I think House of Stark was running something like Double Electric, Talonflame, Double Electric. One of the electrics was Rotom, because Rotom is an electric Pokemon that resists the water. That's literally Hisui Electrode, and doesn't take super effective from poison. So if they have a poison, you just go to Rotom, and Rotom has Thunder Shock, and it's, you know, you can do Thunder Shock. You can just build up fast. But the problem with the Rotom is that you don't have Wild Charge, and you don't have a cheap move. So that's like its main weakness. Double Charm is a big team in this cup, so just make sure... Holy, that was... We used to play this cup when Agent Avogado used to stream. Wow. So yeah, basically you can run Double Charm. And that's pretty much it for today's video. So thank you so much everyone for watching. I tried to keep it, you know, fast. So yeah, if you guys like these teams, if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, but it does help our channel to grow and get into more audience. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, night, or whatever you're having. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.